my friend Carmen. We live together, we work together, and we have been friends for already quite some years. I finally convinced her to make a video for the Tantric Aspirant, sharing her passion for crystals and also how did she start her tantric journey. About my crystals, and she's super excited about my crystals, even though they're just a passion of mine that I keep quite secret and I don't tell people about it too much. I like it even to keep it a bit anonymous, and I don't want to say who is the one behind the crystals, because I want the crystals to speak for themselves somehow, to have their own impact on the people.
Yes, I understand, but it's also like, it's so beautiful and it's such a form of art. It's more than just a necklace somehow. It's really,
it is.
And how you charge it with all your passion for it and your love for it. I think that's beautiful, and that should be shared with also more people.
It is, and one of the things that, let's say, motivates me to focus on this crystal jewelry is especially because we as women, we wear jewelry all the time. But of course, if we don't spend our money on gold or silver jewelry, we wear this iron jewelry, which is not so nice actually. It rusts and it doesn't have a good resonance. And that's why the crystals, I think they are the best for jewelry, because they are provided by Mother Nature. They are so beautiful, they are so diverse for every kind of female personality or for any kind of even need that we have as women. And I feel that they have this connection somehow, really a deep connection, instead of any kind of other kind of normal jewelry, to say so.
But I have to say, like, I was never so much into crystals and into jewelry until I realized the benefits of it and also what is behind the crystals, let's say, what the crystals can help us with, and also until I saw yours, because they really look very beautiful and I would like to show them.
Yes, so we have here a few pieces of jewelry. I brought my favorites and I brought them all different so that we can have a better idea how diverse they can be. And so you can have crystals in this way. You can have little obelisks, of course, you can have palm stones, or you can put them just for decoration. But I like very much to use them in jewelry because then they touch your skin. They are always with you. Not just to put them in your pocket or you put them on the shelf and you see them once a day, or they don't really have such a big influence on you if you just do that. But when you always have them on you, touching you, then they really have a connection, a deep connection with you. So here I want to make a little let's say challenge with Kalas, and I want her to look at all these crystals and without thinking, just to tell me which ones she feels more attracted to, more drawn to, but without thinking.
I know already.
Okay.
This one.
This one. So that's very interesting. This is the tiger eye. So this was an undirected moment. She genuinely liked this stone. I didn't tell her anything. And this is because this stone has a very, let's say, important connection with willpower, with courage, it awakens these qualities in someone. It awakens self-confidence very much. And because Kalas is my friend, I know about her that she is in the zodiac sign of the Leo, which naturally manifests these qualities, and it's in her nature. So maybe that's why she felt drawn to this stone, because she resonates with it. It has the same qualities as your personality.
Does it happen also that people don't wear only what they resonate already with, what they already have connection with, but also what they, for example, want to awaken in themselves in each moment?
Yes, definitely. So for this, these stones, they are like little beings, let's say. They are alive. And we can say about the crystals that they are the most structured form of matter on earth, the most wise objects that you can find, to say so. And because of this, you can also intuitively feel what kind of stone you want, just as Kalas did, or you can research. For example, if you need love in your life, let's say, then you could use a rose quartz, because the rose quartz, and I have even this in a heart shape to amplify even the resonance through the energy of the shape. Um, it attracts love, it awakens the heart actually. It's not that it attracts love from abstract source in the universe, but it helps the one who is wearing it to open their heart, to awaken their heart. And in this way, of course, because we are more open to love, then we might find it, we might recognize it outside of us. So for any kind of situation you want, you need, any kind of quality you want to awaken, any kind of need you have, there is a crystal for that.
That's amazing. I have a question regarding this, because especially nowadays with all this new age spirituality, you see a lot these crystals passing, let's say, fashion. And it's a bit like, okay, if you have a bracelet or a necklace with crystals, with a certain type of stones, you will align your chakras, or you will become spiritual, you're enlightened. Exactly. So it's kind of, it stayed associated for me a bit with this superficiality of spirituality. And I'm doing this not to also contribute for that wave, that was not the point, but because I understand through you how crystals can also be part of a genuine spiritual life, because I know that you are even a yoga teacher and you have been a Tantra for Women teacher for quite some years also, and a student. And so, it gives for sure a completely different meaning to the use of crystals, to do it from that perspective.
Yes, of course. So the crystals, they cannot solve any problem, no matter how serious it is. And of course that the crystals are just a small detail of our life that we can enhance, just like diet, for example. Because if you are a spiritual person, to say so, then your whole spiritual path is not just what you eat. You can take that to perfection, let's say. You can eat perfectly healthy according to all sorts of diets, but that will just fix one, let's say, box in your life. So in the same way, it's not enough just to use crystals, wear crystals, or put them around you and light candles and
sing the kumbaya.
Yes, and sing mantras. That's very, let's say, superficial spiritual practice. But the crystals can help in many little ways. They can boost, they can give a boost of energy and of a good resonance. For example, when you have a bad state, you take a crystal that you know that is bringing the opposite state. And it can help you, it can just help. It cannot do it for you in your place, and it cannot make miracles in the same time.
I heard at least that the crystals in themselves, they have healing properties. They are capable of helping very much in certain type of processes. But so I think the problem is not the crystal, but the way you use the crystal. So what is your spiritual understanding and background to use the crystal as a spiritual tool? I wanted just to ask you I can show them.
So here we have the rose quartz, and this, as I said, is in connection with the heart chakra and awakening the state of love. I will just shortly say, this is the lapis lazuli. This is with the throat chakra and awakens intuition and many qualities related to that. This is an amazonite, and this is very good for, let's say, protection against any kind of radiation. This is aventurine, and this is also very good for the same purpose. That's why I paired them together. This is Botswana agate, and this is onyx, and these are very good for transcending depression, limitations, patterns, old ways of thinking. Here we have amethyst, this little star. Amethyst awakens the third eye, lucidity, intelligence. And here we have moonstone, both the necklace and the pendant, and this is very good for women. Always moonstone for women awakens this resonance with femininity, receptivity, with the energy of the moon, with intuition, with empathy, all these qualities that are very beneficial for women. Here we have another agate, but it's a different color, and it's with sunstone. So these beads are sunstone, and of course they awaken the state of solarity, of determination and courage, like the energy of the sun. Here we have the tiger eye that we spoke about before, Here we have one of my favorites, which is the Labradorite, and it has this amazing shimmer that you can see. That's why it's considered that it can help someone who, for example, is struggling with not finding excitement in their life, because exactly like this dull gray that we see in the Labradorite, which suddenly turns into amazing shimmering color, we can see how amazing even small insignificant aspects in our life can be amazing. We can find the beauty in small things in our life. We can find let's say little miracles even in our day-to-day life. And then we have this last one, is called the rhodonite, and this is very good for any kind of trauma, for suffering. It helps us to let go of any kind of fears and past experiences that are hurtful. So these are just a few of them that I chose for today, and I have many more, and they are all a little universe in themselves. They have many more properties than I just said. These are just a few that I briefly mentioned, and you can just try to see which one you feel attracted to naturally when you see them or when you feel them, and that might be the right stone for you.
Just one more question. I wanted to ask you, what does it mean for you to do this? Like, why? From where did came this inspiration to make this?
So when I make these crystals, I feel that also I put my heart in it, because the creativity inside of me, it has a chance to express outwards, but it doesn't just stay with me. It actually can reach someone else, and this is sort of fulfillment that I feel when I make them. That's why now I try to make different kinds of jewelry, not only the ones that, let's say, would be my favorite. I'm trying to make the ones that would be good for anyone, any personality or any kind of need that anyone has. And it's a continuous process of development, because in the beginning I was making very simple ones and I was using the same two stones, I think. And now I feel how I also, inside of me, become more complex by making more complex jewelry and patterns, and I add different things that I feel that it's really challenging my creativity and amplifying it.
Thank you so much, Carmen, for doing this interview with me. I hope you also enjoyed it, and I will continue because I want very much to interview you again, but next time speaking about your experience in yoga and tantra.
Thank you very much, Kalas. I felt amazing with you.